Shalom, family. So today I wanted to share with you a deep dive into an expression, a statement out of the Word of God when I was my son's age and called into the ministry. This is one of the scriptures the Lord took me to and showed me, and it's probably one of the first Hebrew words, expressions that I learnt and loved, and I've carried it in my Bible for many years, and I've eventually now given it to my son as he moved into ministry. So the word here is Hineni. And if you go to Isaiah 6 verse 8, it says, "Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send? And who will go for us? Then I said, Here am I, send me. Hineni, here am I, send me." The phrase became famous due to the passage from the book of Isaiah, the prophet's courageous response to God's calling. Isaiah is super quick in his obedience when God asks this question. He gives a resounding yes to God's call without knowing what would follow. It's not a, what do you need to send them to? Where are they going? What would you like them? No. God speaking, who will go for us? And immediately, without thinking of what possibly the task could be, easy, difficult, good, bad, whatever it is, here I am, send me. Hineni, is a Hebrew phrase comprised of two short words, hine and ani, meaning here and I. More literally, hine is translated as behold, certainly, surely, which is a much stronger word than simply here. When the two words are put together, Hineni becomes more than just sharing your geographical location with someone. It's a powerful declaration, one that can be made to God and one that God regularly makes to us. What makes it such a powerful statement? It's an offer of complete availability, total readiness to serve. I am available, Lord. I am ready to serve you. When we utter Hineni, we become fully available to whatever it is that God might ask of us, without knowing what it might be. Hineni is an answer of faith from your deep, deep core. Hineni. I, in faith, make myself wholly and completely available and ready to serve. So if we look at examples in the Word of God, there's an example in Genesis 22 verse 1. Sometime later, God tested Abraham's faith. Abraham, God called. Yes, he replied, Hineni, here I am. Now you might think, yeah, well, so the word was used there, what then? He said, here I am, fully available, fully ready, regardless of what you need. Here I am ready. And what did God want? Take your son, your only son, and go and offer Isaac. What does he do? As a man of flesh burdened with the stress of what he's doing, he does exactly what God has commanded him to do by faith, knowing that God can raise the dead and do anything, knowing who God is, not relying on who he is as a mortal, but relying on who God is. Hineni. Come, Isaac, let's go. Second example, when the Lord saw Moses coming to take a closer look, burning bush, God called to him from the middle of the bush, Moses, Moses. Here I am, Hineni, Moses replied. Exodus 3 verse 4. What did God want? Oh, I want you to go back to Egypt. Go fetch those people. Would he have Hineni'd had he known? But he was fully available, fully ready to serve God. He knew he was in the presence. He was on holy ground. So Hineni in all these examples shows you exactly what it can mean. We appreciate and also glean the example of Samuel. Samuel said Hineni. He initially doesn't know it's the Lord speaking to him. He thinks that it's Eli calling his name. And it demonstrates that Hineni can be used in the context of a family. A child communicating willingness to submit to their parents' requests, and we as children of God showing willingness to submit to whatever God has in plan for us, because God knows best and we are the children. He is in control. At your service in a military response situation. Behold, I am at your service, like a watchman on the wall. Hineni, here I am, ready to stand on the wall and be a watchman. I am at your service, Lord. Hineni is an integral prayer during Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur services. Most of the prayers during the high holidays are in the first person plural. And everybody says them together. For the sins we have committed before you, we praise you. These prayers are done communally. But in contrast, the Hineni prayer, typically recited by the chanter, is in the first person singular. The congregation listens intently to the liturgy and humbly asks that prayers be accepted. It says, here I stand. Hineni, here I am. Impoverished in merit, trembling in the presence of the one who hears the prayers of Israel. Even though I am unfit and unworthy for the task, I come to represent your people, Israel, and plead on their behalf. Therefore, gracious and merciful Adonai, I pray that I might successfully see compassion for myself and those who send me. Hineni, singular, me. I come before your throne of grace. I come before the Most High God. It's more than a simple indication of being physically, geographically present in a location. I'm not only here, I'm here spiritually. I'm all in. And then we realize God himself makes these declarations to his children. 3 examples alone in the book of Isaiah. God promises his enduring presence and sustenance. Isaiah 52 verse 6, Isaiah 65 verse 1, and then finally Isaiah 58 verse 9, where he says, then you will call and the Lord will answer. You will cry for help and he will say, Hineni, here I am. 100% present and ready to help. God models to us the same kind of devotion that he asks of us. So should it be such a difficult thing for us to be able to reach the point in our walks with the Lord where we can also, even if you weren't called into full-time ministry like me and many others, where you can also say, Lord, Hineni, here I am. Send me. Use me. Regardless of what it is, I am available. Let me be a vessel of honor for the Most High God. Hineni.